Good morning, 6:14 right now. It's one of the most anticipated events of the summer. Music reaches every corner of the Shoals, uniting locals and guests for 2 weeks as they celebrate the area's musical heritage.
So plans to continue this year's WC Handy Festival are still holding strong. However, it'll look much different due to coronavirus and social distancing guidelines. Joining us right now by the phone is the chair of the WC Handy Music Festival, Ms. Tori Bailey. Tori, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So with so many events canceled this summer, why did you guys decide to go ahead and keep this year's event?
We believe in the healing power of music, and we are hoping very much to be able to invite the area out and people from all over out to come and enjoy safely the legacy of music in the Shoals area.
Well, obviously, Tori, things will be a little bit different. Give us an idea of some of the ways that you folks will be encouraging social distancing out there.
All right. One of the things that we thought about doing was having virtual concerts. We'd actually spoken with some of our performers from each year. One of the things that we thought about doing was having a series of solos. We'd even talked about having a drive-up concert where people would remain in their cars while the band performed on a stage and piped the music through the radio. We talked about all kinds of things. Everything was on the table because our concern was making sure that everyone could enjoy the festival safely. At the end of the day, we usually have about 300 different events. There won't be anywhere near that number this year. But at the end of the day, it is the event coordinator for each of those 300 different events who decides how and whether to present their particular event. There are some that will not happen because of there was just no way we could do it safely. For example, we have a very popular event called the Do Run Run. It's a 5K run and a family fun walk. But when serious runners are focused on finishing the race, they're not thinking about how close they are in proximity to the next runner. And so we just didn't think we'd be able to do that particular event safely. It's not happening. There's one kids event called Kids Jam, where children come in and they work with professional musicians and they create music. And because they're kids and they're vulnerable, we just didn't want to take those kinds of chances. So there were certain events that we weren't able to do. But there are others that we are doing that we're going to implement some physical distancing. We'll be socially connected but physically distant. We're talking about marking up the park so that people will know how far to stay away from one another in order to be safe. We're talking about asking our event host to announce from the stage, remind people what we need to do, making sure that people are wearing masks. We're talking about having some of those available. We've tried every possible angle to make sure that we can present this festival in a way that is safe and responsible and adheres to the recommendations by the Alabama Department of Public Health.
Tori, we've got about 40 seconds left. Every year you hold a design contest for the poster theme there, but this year you nixed the competition to make a deliberate salute to current events. So talk us through the meaning behind that design.
The festival takes place all over the Northwest Alabama area. We have had events in 10 different cities and towns throughout Northwest Alabama. This year, we're focused on a landmark in Florence, Sheffield, Tuscumbia, Muscle Shoals, and Russellville. You've got the Roxy in Russellville, the Shoals Theater in Florence, Alabama Music Hall of Fame in Tuscumbia, the Ritz Theater in Sheffield, and the Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals. And we gave a nod to our healthcare workers who are our true heroes during this time.
All right, let music heal your soul. Tori Bailey, the chairwoman of the WC Handy Festival, thank you so much for your time this morning. We look forward to talking with you again as we get closer to festival time.
All right, thank you. Have a wonderful morning.
You too, Tori. Thanks. 6:19 on the dot.
In the Waverly 1